Neighbor is suing me, because one of my horses nearly killed her kid. I am not op. Original post by you, Muffy Moofs in our legal advice. Trigger warnings. Child abuse. Less than. Mood spoilers. Good for oop. Sad for the child. Less than. / Neighbor is suing me, because one of my horses nearly killed her kid, June 26, 2023. She's suing me for around $5,000 and for legal fees as well. Now, she let the kid climb into the paddock with my stallion, who is extremely aggressive and territorial. This woman has been told multiple times to not come onto our property or even touch our horses. Besides the stallion, is there any way I could make a counterclaim to it? I have footage of her letting her kid pet the stallion, and some of our other animals. I could pay this off, but I don't want this on my record, as I am about to go and buy 10 or 15 more horses to fill in land at our farm. I just need to know how I can get this woman to stay off of our property permanently, so that this does not happen again. Post is short, so I'll include some top comments to make this more interesting. Comment: this is like the classic, my neighbor's kid snuck into my yard and drowned in my pool cases. Whether or not they have a claim comes down to their ability to prove negligence from your end, or that your animal was extremely vicious. Did you have proper fencing? Did you have any signage? Was a horse you knew to be dangerous in an area too easily accessible? Have you previously allowed them to do this or similar? If they had no permission to enter your property, and purposely climbed over your fence, then it'd be hard for them to prove from their end. Your homeowner's insurance may actually have a personal liability clause in there that covers you against these types of suits BTW. So definitely check there. If you don't already have liability insurance, you should 100% get it if you'll have many horses. As for your property, put up no trespassing signs and or a fence around the perimeter. If you see her coming on again, then call the police. In any case, you should get a lawyer to advise you on this. Oops reply: I have fencing all around my property, and the stallion is kept in a paddock with double fences just because of how mean he is. We also have no trespassing signs, and they aren't allowed near any of our animals, let alone on our property. The rest of the commenters advise OOP to contact their homeowner's insurance and go to the police to file a report for trespassing. Update: July 1st, 2023. Updated on same post. So my insurance took care of it, and I only had to pay about $2,000 for damage to my property. Now, she was charged with child endangerment and abuse. Apparently they found out that she kept them out of school and was using them to get money from her husband. The stallion is also fine. He also got lots of treats. Reminder: I am not the original poster. Well, that plunged quickly. Horses are one of the most dangerous animals to be around, and cause a hell of a lot of injuries and deaths each year across the world. It absolutely staggers me that people are just so clueless about being around such large, skittish animals that weigh between 5 million and 1,000 kilograms. Glad OOP didn't have to fork out too much and that the parent was charged. I'm a little surprised OP isn't counter-suing for the $2,000 they had to put out for the property damage. Also, I didn't think property damage was mentioned in the original post. She wanted a scapegoat to shirk off the negligence on her part. You played your part. Now, she deserves a worthy comeuppance. Glad OP didn't have too severe consequences for something that wasn't her fault. That Winnie neighbor deserved what she got. Good update. Short, sweet, and to the point. Okay, where do people live that these legal things are settled in 4 business days? Like civil proceedings and police and charges and all? I can't even get a parking ticket dismissed that fast. What is the secret? Or is this a rich person thing? I assume rich because 10 horses. Regardless of if there's animals, I cannot imagine just letting myself onto someone else's property. And again, I will never own a pool. And now, neither a horse. The stallion is also fine, he also got lots of treats. First laugh of the day. I kind of want more details. Damage to their property? Insurance paid the settlement? How was she getting money from her husband? Reading the comments about how much an horses and ponies can be, I had only one thought: are all the horse girls in fact secretly masochists? Where the hell is the story? How disappointing. There's something missing. When I read it as it was happening, the kid was hospitalized with oxygen deprivation. A payout indicates Oop was negligent and therefore responsible. Horses are really dangerous. Massive animals who can seriously injure or kill adults. Let alone kids. Animals in general are dangerous. Why would you let your kid be anywhere near them? Particularly after your neighbor has warned you and put up fences to protect people from being attacked by their horse? I remember reading this one. With the added info from the update, part of me wonders if she purposefully encouraged him to approach the horse in hopes he would get a little injured, and she could sue and win a settlement of a disgustingly large sum of money. She cannot claim ignorance, as she was told multiple times to stay away off their property. It also sounds like Oop thoroughly warned her of the dangers with that particular horse. She's obviously desperate for a money grab, even at the expense of her children. And I don't think she cares enough about her kids to go out of her way and through the trouble, just because the kid wanted to pet the pretty pony. Oop says her stallion almost killed the boy. That could mean the boy was saved in the nick of time and came out unscathed. Or that he suffered minor injuries. Oop also never mentions that the neighbor was specifically suing to cover medical bills. Perhaps the injuries were minor and weren't as severe as good ol' mom was hoping for. She realized she would never win a huge lawsuit, so she filed for whatever she thought she could win under the guise of emotional pain and suffering. I really hope that's not the case and she's just an entitled mom who is incredibly ignorant. But then again, BORU has proven time and time again that there are really disgusting people among us.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.